Hey YouTube, a couple things that's going to go on in this video. One, this is from the end of last season because the season has not changed at all, basically. So Spark Lantern is still being run. You might want to run Water Gun Lantern now. So there's that. The other thing I'm going to talk about, it's going to be like two parts. It's going to be like one, how to use this team and why I chose this team. And then the second part, you're going to be talk about like, there's like 3 or 4 battles where it's like recognizing teams and what to do in like the worst case scenario, because our core breakers here, right? I ran into Guzzlord multiple times, which core breaks this team. One I got out of, one I didn't. And then like a grass in the back is going to be real tough. So let's go over some battles. I'll talk about just the thought process of the team here. So the thought process of the team. So when I use Psychic, again, I'm using Psychic because there is a ton of like Annihilates and stuff. So I'm like, let's just use Psychic instead of Last Resort. That obviously makes you way more limited against Darks. Okay. Shadow Vic and Lantern in the back. So the thought process was Umbreon in the lead is pretty strong in this meta. Especially if I just want like 2 shield stuff. I'm so bulky that I could probably take Switch a lot of the time. And then, yes, there are some core breakers in the back, like Trevenant and Guzzler and stuff. But for the most part, Shadow Vic and Lantern just cover each other's weaknesses so well, right? Because you're going to have, like, Lantern having to deal with, like, Whiscash. And then, like, Shadow Vic having to deal with Skarmory. I'm going to see if that's actually how you spell Vic. So, basically, the thought process was just, like, try and fight for Switch, and then you can align in the back. Did not totally work out for this first one. Victory Bell. But I am able to get this on the Clodsire, and I have... did I win Switch? Sorry, I was so focused on the team and PV Poke that I missed if I won Switch or not. But I got this aligned, and I think I got the Lantern aligned on the, yeah, and now I could just go super effective Leaf Blade here on the Tapu, and then I have my Lantern aligned on Tapu. So those Razor Leafs are chunking a lot. Water Gun resisted. Nature's Madness, not going to take me out. I actually went on a nice little run with this team. Not enough to hit Legend, but a nice little run at that, so I'll take it. Don't know how I'm going to start this season, so this is already going to be like day 2 or 3, but I'm shooting this Friday night, so I haven't started the season. Okay. Annihilate, right? So this is where this is not bad, right? Counters are super effective, but realistically, they're going to have Night Slash and Shadow Ball, which are both resisted. So if I can get a Psychic off here and then a Foul Play, I will grab a shield or take it out. Even if they have Ice Punch here. That's still okay because I'll live an Ice Punch. So there's one Ice Punch, that's fine. They get another one off. That's okay. I do live, and I just go straight for the Foul Play. So I'll grab a shield or take this out because it's already low enough. So let's see what happens. They decide to keep Switch, that's fine. I know they have Ice Punch. Do I just come in and take it out with Vic, or do I come in and get some Lantern Spark here? I try and take it out with Vic. And they give up into Lickitung. So I'm shipping a bunch here. I know I have shield advantage, right? Because I just won shield advantage. And these Razor Leafs are adding up. And the Leaf Blade will probably... If it doesn't take it out, I was going to put it within like 1 Razor Leaf. So there you go. Take it out. And now they're going to be switch locked. So I can come in here. Draw Run's going to be the thing that hits me the hardest, so I will probably shield this up, and I do, so that's nice. And now it's just going for this, because I think maybe one of my only loose cons is like a bait and they don't shield here. So take it out. Now it is just in fast move damage range for both of these Pokemon. So this is what I'm talking about with a lot, sort of like when you can... I mean, I didn't win a Switch here for alignment, but when you can, it's good. Shadow Machamp, and then I just gave it the Skarmory. I should have come Lantern. Like, there's no reason to come. So there's 2 things here. One, I'm really seeing a Shadow Machamp on my Umbreon when I'm trying to run to Legend. Right? That's the first thing. Shadow Machamp. Okay. Maybe the first Shadow Machamp I've seen all season. Second, there's no reason to come Shadow Vic here. Especially against Machamp. Like they're going to have an answer to like a flyer in the back. Like a flyer or like a poison or something in the back. Because that's the only stuff that like Machamp's going to have problems with. So if I came Lantern right away, I would have had a good issue. I would have had a good right, because they have Skarmory. They're coming in here, so I'm like, okay, you're clearly weak in the back to this too. So Lantern probably should have been. I should have safe swapped Lantern. And now they're just going to double shield because they know Machamp's just going to run through Umbreon. And there's not much I can do. Just come Lantern next time. You just got to suck it up and just do that. And it is a Tentacruel. I have the Psychic, but still, like non-stab Psychic, like that's so bad. I don't think I would run. Honestly, I did it for Annihilate. I don't think I even would do it again. I would honestly prefer like Last Resort gives you the coverage against the Darks and the Fairies. So use Last Resort. Honestly, at this point, I would rather use like the Dark Pulse Foul Play combo that Rise used over Psychic. Like, it's not good. Okay, so I will go down here. That's fine. Okay. Whiscash. Whiscash is on the lead. What do you think is in the back? 3 guesses. If you said Skarmory, good job. So, I see Whiscash on lead. Oh, no, sorry, it's not this one. Okay. Freeze. That's the next one coming up. Maybe not the exact next one, but it's coming up. It's coming up too. Cores, right? What works well with Whiscash? Whiscash is only weak to grass. So you have answers to grass in Skarmory or other flyers or fire, right? That's a core. They instant swap Talonflame. Talonflame is by no means a safe swap. So right off the bat, you should be recognizing if they're coming in with a fire right away, they probably have a second fire in the back. So that's what I'm reading. I'm like, okay, I know they have Talonflame as a safe swap, which is not a good safe swap because if they get hit with like Carbink or something, you're just screwed. So I know that there is another fire in the back, and I know that there's a Whiscash on the front. So ideally, I would like to try and keep switch here. So I probably should have shielded earlier. I get lucky that they let that go because they could have like incinerated me down. I probably should have shielded earlier, knowing that you're reading a double fire team, right? So I'm not leaving here. Now I can get my Shadow Vic aligned on this and my Lantern aligned on the back. So you're going to see a couple here about like just team reading. Right? So there's just your top left one when I like knew that. Okay. Whiscash lead. What do you think's in the back? Take 2. So we're staying in here. Hit me with the Scald. No lowering of the attack, which is nice. They eventually lower my attack twice because Umbreon could just take so many Scalds. So I get a couple foul plays off here. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I got 2 foul plays off without my attack going lower. I can probably hit them with one more and take them out, if not snarl down. So they hit me with the Scald. There's your first attack fall. I'm like, okay. So foul play still takes them into the red. I'm like, okay, I can probably just shield once, snarl down, take switch, align my Lantern. Like, oh, they didn't even get the lower attack. So I'm like, okay, I could definitely snarl down. And I can't, but I'm like, you know what? For sure they have a flyer, or for sure they have a Skarmory in the back. So I'm going to commit the double shield here. And hello, Lantern. Staying in here because I'm going to land my Vic on it. And you best believe they are also running a Whiscash Lantern Skarmory core here. So this is just like recognizing the very, very obvious combo. And this is why I have started putting my safe swap on the lead and just fighting for switch. You can have that core in the back, but if that core is so obvious, you're just like setting yourself up for failure, right? So get hit with a Thunderbolt, doesn't do much. Hello Skarmory, hello Wall here. I'm just gonna go straight. I'm gonna take a move. I'm just gonna go straight surf. My only worry is that they're gonna try and like, oh, they end up brave birding. So okay, this just makes this much easier. I'm gonna throw a move to start grabbing shields. Not that it matters, but I wanted to grab one shield there in case they get a brave bird and then they spark down and then come with energy. It'll be close, but I still probably have it. And now I'm at basically 2 surfs, which should take out the rest of this. So again, this is why running obvious cores with the safe swap, or that wasn't even a safe swap, but running like balanced cores can get very obvious if it's just like, if it's the entire meta of the season, right? So that's why I kind of knew it was coming. This is a great lead if it doesn't have Moonblast. It's still a good lead even if it has Moonblast, but obviously much worse. But they throw a Grass Knot, so clearly they do not have it. So here comes the first foul play. Cresselia is insanely tanky, so it does not even hit 50%. Okay. Get the second one off. Still not in Snarl range, so I'm going to have to throw again. Out comes the Annihilate. I'm so close to a Psychic. So I should have done... I kind of screwed this up. Because if you're... It's okay if you're in like the lead and you don't want to like get out and you know that you could just like take some of the moves. But the problem is I'm already at like half health. So those counters, he doesn't need to throw a move. He can just like counter down. And I have Shadow Vic, which resists counter. So I should be making that like instant swap into Shadow Vic here as opposed to staying with Umbreon just to try and get a Psychic off. So this is just like waste. So once they let that go, I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm committed here because I did not make that switch sooner. So I will just stay in here. Oh, and now I'm going to go? Okay, fine. And I know they have a Grass Knot. Like this is, this is not well played. They bait an Ice Punch, which is interesting. So now I'm going to show the Shadow Ball because I doubt that they'll double bait. So get that. Get the full Spark down. If the Crest comes in, I can surf it. Apparently, Lantern loses CMP to Crest. Or is this the one where they get a... If this is the one where they get the Psycho Cut through? Remember how I said I lost like 24 matchups because of this game? Unless I just completely missed the surf here, or unless I was like so delayed waiting for their thing, I thought we CMP'd at the least. And I was kind of surprised. Yeah, how many times did I click that surf there? How many freaking times did I click that surf there? At least 2. Look at that. Here it comes. 1, 2. 2 clicks on the surf. Should have CMP'd. Probably should have won CMP. Let me just see if Crest, who wins CMP, Crest versus... I've got to imagine Lantern. I mean, Lantern's pretty tanky too, but so is Crest. Lantern with the 104, Crest with the 93. So I should have won CMP. So I should have taken this out or grabbed a shield here. And now they grabbed a shield from me. And I get to take them out. Again, I get countered in the back here with Guzzlord. But had I had a shield and energy or grabbed a shield from them, like that Thunderbolt hurts. This Razor Leafs are hurting. This is another win. This is another win I lost because of the game screwing up. And I made my video yesterday about losing 25 plus games because of the stupid thing that cost me Legend. Because instead of going 4-1 and 5-0, I went 3-2 and 2 3s. So instead of gaining 40 to 70 ELO, I lost or got like 10. So that's just BS. If you see Guzzlord you can combo it. I don't even have Last Resort. If you had Last Resort, this would be much easier. I don't have Last Resort, so I just got to go Foul Play. I got this thing down to the red because Guzzlord is very stamina heavy. So I actually just covered this in a video a few weeks ago, stamina versus defense. Stamina is your HP, defense is your how much damage you can take. And Guzzlord is one that has an insane amount of stamina, HP, but sucks at the defense is very low. So as you're seeing, resisted foul plays are like doing way more than you would expect them to. So because my Umbreons have such good IVs here, I live the Dragon Claw and Dragon Tails, and I take this thing down to the red. So those are resisted moves, like doing an insane amount to a Guzzlord, right? So we take that. And I'm pretty sure they have double water in the back here. Yeah, there's a Whiscash and I instant swap and then they top left. So I'm guessing they have like double water in the back here. And then Empoleon, again, I'm just going to stay in. Try and fight for switch. Like, I think I shield up the first Hydro coming at me here. Yeah, because the same thing. Like, you want to try and fight for switch whenever you can with this core in the back. So, fighting for switch, shielding up a Hydro Cannon there. Getting the second one off. Won't be enough to take out, but I could snarl down if they let it go. They don't. That's fine. I'm not going to... I won't double shield because I'll live one Hydro for sure. And now I get to the foul play and they make a nice catch on a Sableye. Oof. So this is one where I will not be leaving right away because I still have basically two answers for Empoleon in the back. And this is such a bad matchup for Sableye. So I'm just going to stand here and chip and take these resisted claws and force them to throw here. Like some good energy. I'm pretty sure they go return. I know I'm already in the red, so I think it's close. Foul play. So I come in here. I'll have to take a foul play. That's fine. I'm coming in here purpose because I know I could take it on Lantern because it's way more bulky than Shadow Vic. So I'll take that there. And what's in the back? Trevenant. So I'm going to try and chip this as much as I can with the Thunderbolt and then try and Razor Leaf the rest of this down. I'm going to have to shield a move. I can Razor Leaf this down if they stand, but they make a smart play and just get out. And now they actually get a move off right here, unfortunately. So if I took that out, I probably could have just Razor Leafed it down, but unfortunately they get that off, and now 2 sparks, not enough. They're going to take me out. So again, Core Breaker in the back, Guzzlord, again, so this team has limitations, but you can still like work around some of these things. Last one here, Wiggly Lead. Probably going to go right into Lantern. That's fine. They are slow, but they're going into Charger Bug. So I will get at least 1 Surf off, maybe 2. I'll be interested to see if they let this next move go if I fight for switch. Everything is telling me I'm going to go 1 Spark Surf. And if they let this go, I'm going to commit to at least 1, probably 2 shields to flip switch here. Okay, so they end up shielding. So now it's my other lesson. Let this go. Come in Umbreon. Take the move. Go to shield Shadow Vic. Right? It's your only win con. You grabbed 1 shield. That's great. This thing's going to chip the heck out of Umbreon. That's fine. You know that your Vic is going to just wall a Charmer. Unfortunately, Charger Bug is also pretty tanky, so it lives that foul play and gets another super effective X-Scissor. That's fine. It's not my win condition. My win condition is right here. Woods in the back, a Lantern, 2 shield, Vic. Probably wouldn't even need 2 shield in that scenario, but that's what you have to do, right? So, so that was the last team I used, and that was the thought process behind it, right? Safe swap on the lead, try and have a pairing in the back that I think mostly works well together. Again, Trevenant and Guzzlord definitely broke it, but Otherwise, you saw how many times I can align the Vic on a water and the lantern on a Skarmory or a flyer, right? So that is the concept behind it. And I saw, I should have waited. I forgot. It's gonna take me a while to get used to saying this at the beginning. If you would like to submit some videos for me to shoutcast it and go over and analyze, link in the description. Please upload your 10 battles, wins and losses to Google Drive and send me the link in the description. I forgot to put that at the beginning. I do have a full video and talking about that yesterday afternoon that went out. So I forgot to mention it at the beginning. I got to start remembering that if I'm going to try and showcase a lot more subscribers battles and not have to like just switch my team up 14 times a week. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.